The Liverpool Academy is renowned for delivering exceptional talents as the year progresses. Players rich in quality and expertise while additionally displaying obligation to assist Liverpool with getting back to the glory days. So the most recent one of the creation line is the youngster who goes by the name of Trent Alexander-Arnold. The 18-year-old stood out while making headlines this previous season and even intrigued the likes of Jamie Carragher and Graeme Souness, with the latter even opening that he has all the attributes of a top player. But who exactly is Alexander-Arnold? An advanced right back who can put in extraordinary crosses while also somebody who can play midfield, Alexander-Arnold's versatility separates him from all the others. He first made the team debut in the fourth round of the EFL Cup, beginning in the 2-1 victory over the Tottenham Hotspur, and rushed to procure the adulation of the Anfield faithful. He hasn't really looked back since. I don't blame him. His second start against Leeds in a similar rivalry saw him claim the Man of the Match award at the Anfield after he helped his side keep a perfect sheet while additionally enlisting the help for the club. With a promising career before him, Alexander-Arnold has a consuming enthusiasm to prevail at his old hometown club. In the meantime, here are some things you probably didn't know about TAA. TAA, whatever. So there are two sides to this story. Liverpool couldn't have ever gotten a brief glimpse of Alexander-Arnold's true capacity had it not been for karma. The academy sent a couple of summer school invitations down to my school, and there weren't enough for each boy in the class, so names got made to appear out of nowhere. Fortunately, mine was pulled out, he said in a meeting with Echo. All things considered, he was bound to play for Liverpool, wasn't he? When he was at Liverpool and they knew all about his true potential, they needed to fight their bitter adversaries, Everton, among others. Former academy coach Carl Robinson told the 5 Times podcast, "They had the choice between Liverpool and Everton, and we kidnapped him. We wouldn't let him go anywhere because he was just too good." So there you go. That's your daily dose of signing 6-year-olds. However, the effort proved to be pretty fruitful, as most would agree that Alexander-Arnold is on course to be a star for Liverpool for a very long time. It's a pretty big thing when you get acclaim from the club captain while you're a part of the under-16 team. And it's even more extraordinary when it's coming from Steven Gerrard. In his most refreshed biography, which was distributed 2 years ago, Gerrard wrote that Trent Arnold has the awesome possibility of making it as a top professional. He's very leggy, as some would say. However, he has a wonderful frame and appears to be every one of the attributes you want, or have the attributes you want. Having just turned 16, he's still not really strong enough at the moment, but I'm sure they will come. He's got the right attitude and comes from West Derby, home to Melwood. So Trent is just another Scouser, and just as I tried to beat John Barnes and Steve McMahon, he grew up pretending to be me while playing in the Merseyside Parks. He can play as a number 6, a holding midfielder, but he's versatile, and I've seen him fill various positions. I know England is all over him. He looks capable of developing the physicality that'll need to match the technique in the Premier League one day. One day. That is some applause from the former Liverpool captain, and makes him certain to spur in the thrilling times that lie in front of the youngster. In no way an easy task to play away at Old Trafford, particularly when you come from the red portion of Merseyside. The greatest competition in English football, and one of the greatest on the planet, the matches between the two clubs delivered a few invigorating performances from both of our players and the crowd before the two clash in January was the same, that is. With Liverpool's first option right back Nathaniel Clyne out with a rib injury preceding the match, Klopp needed to count on the kid wonder Trent Alexander-Arnold to rescue him. Furthermore, boy, did that actually work out. A strong performance by the youngster in a hostile environment illuminated the away stand as Alexander-Arnold numbered the threat of Anthony Martial on the left flank. And on being asked to pick a game in his debut season, Trent told the Echo, "I'll have to stay at Old Trafford in January. I didn't expect it to go how I thought I did. I thought I might struggle more as a high-quality winger as Marshall. I think I handled it pretty well." Yeah, you did, Trent. You did. TAA's praiseworthy performances this season have driven him to this award, and a larger part of Liverpool's fan base will agree with me when I say that it's well warranted. The guy has completed the season with 12 appearances for the first team, which incorporates 5 starts, which is not bad for somebody who wasn't essential for the U23s this time last year. A promising start to life at Merseyside has given him the certainty he wants. However, with Liverpool expected to be occupied in the transfer window and fresh arrivals guaranteed at Anfield, it's presently to Alexander-Arnold himself to rise to the test and concrete his spot in the first team. So, best of luck to you, dude. One of the top facts about Trent Alexander-Arnold is that he has authoritatively made it to the Guinness Book of World Records in 2020, asserting the most English Premier League assists by a single defender in a solitary season. The English footballer says that he's been pursuing the Guinness Book of World Records since his childhood, and it's been a good time for him to learn about various world records, so that's pretty cool, at least I think. Outside of the football pitch, Trent Arnold volunteers as an ambassador for the Liverpool-based charity. It's called An Hour for Others, where you can assist the underprivileged individuals of the general public in every possible way that you can. Trent Alexander-Arnold charity work has begun in his teen years, and Trent Alexander-Arnold was urged by his mom to do noble charity works. This man's generosity doesn't really end here, as he intends to buy a few plots in Liverpool for new pitches for the local community. That's pretty thoughtful. Alexander-Arnold seared a professional agreement with Liverpool in 2017. Mr. Trent Alexander-Arnold's salary is €40,000 each week, and that makes it €2.5 million each year. Trent Alexander-Arnold's total assets are assessed to associate with €3 million, which make the English youth a verifiable mogul. Alexander-Arnold's childhood icon was Steven Gerrard, which is pretty normal for a local fellow his age. I mean, numerous young men who live in Liverpool revere Gerrard. Some other Trent Alexander-Arnold idols who played in his post excitably are Philip Lahm and Dani Alves, as they're one of the world's best right fullbacks in their great days. Liverpool's English legend wants to be an incredible star in the football world, following the strides of multi-Ballon d'Or winners Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. He's generally astonished by their attitude and how they always want to turn out to be better. Trent clarified that he was encouraged to take education very seriously and make a decent attempt at both school and football. Trent Alexander-Arnold's personal life is more likely than not been exceptionally battling among game and education. However, it was significant for both him and his family to have good schooling. Positively, Trent Alexander-Arnold made his dreams come true by turning into a remarkable footballer. However, he also says, "I longed for this life, you know? However, at some point there are times when you just want to escape from that. I should be a typical 21-year-old who returns home and plays FIFA with his buddies. You know, sits in a room and simply stares at a TV and does ordinary things." Trent Alexander-Arnold's social media is pretty active, as is Trent Alexander-Arnold's profile name on Twitter. That's right here. Trent has more than 1.6 million supporters on Twitter. His ID addresses on Instagram is TrentArnold66, for which he has 5.1 million followers. One more top fact about Trent Alexander-Arnold before we go is that he and his kindred teammate Andrew Robinson began their select IGTV series called Wingman. The 5-action series is essentially about Trent and Andrew's fellowship and their opinions about their colleagues and the buzz that is around the Liverpool club. Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold have picked epithets for themselves, as they are the Ant and the Deck, after the launch of their new show, The Wingman. Trent Alexander-Arnold's social media is pretty fun. I suggest that you actually go check it out. And maybe also the IGTV series. When one wants to walk about the future generation of great footballers, Trent Alexander-Arnold is certainly one of the boldest names that comes to mind, and I am certainly not surprised that he puts his smart skills to work and forms a legendary career. We're looking forward to seeing him achieve a lot more than he's just starting out to now. With this, our video has unfortunately come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it and didn't mind the stuttering too much. That's not my fault. How could it be? But before leaving, don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already for some reason. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.